Chapter 88, The Strange Blue-Skinned Person. Touching his stomach, Wang Lin muttered, "I finally understand why this is called the Underworld Ascension Method." The Underworld Ascension Method makes one enter a near-death state when cultivating. One uses this state of being close to entering the underworld to make it easier for the body to absorb yin energy. However, if a mistake is made, one might really enter the underworld. In truth, even in a rank 6 country, not many people have the courage to cultivate the Underworld Ascension Method. Sidhu Nan was one of the few that had successfully cultivated this method. Even among all the demon cultivators in the rank 6 countries, this was still considered a strange method. The reason it's considered a strange technique is because the change is too great. For some, the change is great for the cultivator, while for others, the change means death. Wang Lin started living in the ruins. Every night, he would cultivate and absorb the yin energy. A month had passed. During this month, besides cultivating the Underworld Ascension Method, Wang Lin also noticed that the heaven-defying bead could produce spirit liquid here. However, the power contained in the spirit liquid wasn't spiritual power, but yin power. As a result, Wang Lin gained a bit more understanding of the bead. Wang Lin started to collect yin spirit liquid. Midnight was when the most yin spirit liquid appeared. After taking the yin spirit liquid, he noticed that although it contained a lot of yin energy, compared to the spiritual energy in normal spirit liquid, it was not on the same level. If comparing the effectiveness of the yin spirit liquid to normal spirit liquid, then it was only on the level of soaking the bead in snow water. It was far from the pure spirit liquid. Wang Lin knew that, plainly speaking, the Underworld Ascension Method was all about how much yin energy one could absorb. The more one absorbed, the more powerful they'd become. As a result, Wang Lin entered the heaven-defying bead space to cultivate with the yin spirit liquid during the day. With the passage of time, Wang Lin began to absorb more and more yin energy. Every time he cultivated, he would slowly blend into the surrounding yin energy. Each time, his heartbeat would slow down until it became so faint, it looked as if his heart stopped. There were even a couple of times when his heartbeat almost stopped, but he managed to hold out. One morning, Wang Lin woke from his trance. He took a deep breath and said, "I have absorbed a lot of yin energy. I should be able to make the first breakthrough now." Suddenly, he stared at the surrounding fog formation and revealed a confused look. He waved his sleeves, and a path opened within the fog. Wang Lin walked out of the formation and saw several deep marks that went deep into the ruins. He remembered that there were some injured wild beasts that couldn't hold out while waiting for the light pillar. But now, the wild beasts' corpses were gone. They seemed to have been dragged into the depths of the ruins. Could there still be people inside the ruins? A cold thought entered Wang Lin's mind. When this person came to drag the corpses away, how come he didn't notice them? Wang Lin's eyes became more serious. He quickly checked around his room and found that there were no signs of attack on his formations. He stroked his chin. Then, his body shot out like lightning into the jungle and returned with 2 beast carcasses. After tossing them to the side, he returned to his formation and shot out a white light. The fog of the formation became even thicker, and a rumbling sound could be heard in the fog. Having done all of this, Wang Lin still felt uneasily, as if there was a giant shadow looming over him. After a long time, he calmed down and spread out his divine sense. He drank some yin spirit liquid and started to cultivate while vigilantly watching his surroundings. Night came. On this night, Wang Lin didn't absorb any yin energy, but focused his attention on his surroundings. He spread his divine sense to its maximum range. He could feel even a blade of grass moving hundreds of meters away. He paid extra attention to the 2 carcasses. He wanted to see what kind of creature lived in the ruins and would come here at night. Time slowly passed. Midnight was approaching, and the yin energy was becoming extremely dense. Wang Lin didn't cultivate, but carefully watched his surroundings. In the area of his divine sense, it was completely silent. The 2 carcasses started to accumulate frost thanks to the yin energy that entered them. Even the jungle outside, the ruins, was silent to a frightening degree. This was not the first time Wang Lin spread out his divine sense at night. Before, even this late at night, there would be a few cries from beasts. This was the first time it was this silent. Suddenly, Wang Lin's expression changed as the yin energy in the ruin started to stir. His eyes focused on the yin energy as he sneered and watched with cold eyes. He saw that following the disturbance of yin energy in the ruin, a figure quickly appeared. The figure's speed was too quick. Wang Lin's divine sense only saw a shadow before the two carcasses disappeared. Wang Lin was startled. When the figure first appeared, he saw what it looked like. It was a humanoid creature with blue skin. The person's skin was covered in strange symbols. In addition, there were 9 half-inch yellow papers placed on various parts of the person's body. This strange person made Wang Lin very surprised. The strange person appeared again. He stood outside Wang Lin's formation with a thinking expression. The strange person took a few steps back. He stared at the fog with doubt in his eyes. After hesitating for a bit, he circled the fog once. Wang Lin focused his attention on observing the strange person and didn't attack. He wanted to see what this strange person could do. After the strange person circled the fog formation once, he revealed a curious look. Then, it charged into the formation. The moment he entered the formation, killing intent filled Wang Lin's eyes. His right hand formed a seal, and a white light shot into the formation. The fog quickly moved as if it was boiling. Shortly after, sounds of rocks breaking could be heard as the formations were broken one by one. The density of the fog also decreased. Wang Lin opened his mouth and spat out a green light. The moment the green light appeared, it shot out like lightning. With a boom, the green light hit the strange person, causing him to let out an angry roar. A powerful force spread out, blowing all of the stones into the air and turning them to dust. As the fog quickly dissipated, the strange person spotted Wang Lin. His eyes were bloodshot as he walked toward Wang Lin. Wang Lin's expression remained the same. He moved his right hand in the air, and the green sword appeared behind the strange person. The sword pierced through the strange person's heart, and blue blood burst out of his chest. The moment the blood appeared, it turned into ice crystals and fell to the ground. The strange person let out a painful groan as it quickly took a few steps back, revealing a horrified expression. Wang Lin's heart sank. The strange person received an attack from the flying sword and was still able to move afterwards. A cold light flashed across his eyes as he slapped his bag of holding, and an ancient sword scabbard appeared in his hand. The green flying sword quickly entered the sword scabbard out of the way. The green sword quickly turned from green to blue, then blue to black. The sword left the scabbard and quickly slashed toward the strange person. The strange person saw the black sword and revealed a horrified expression. Just as he was about to back away, the black sword rushed forward and stabbed his chest. A series of explosions occurred inside the strange person's body, causing him to fly backwards like a kite with a broken string. After the flying sword was stained with the strange person's blood, it became stuck inside his body. No matter how hard Wang Lin willed it to move, it wouldn't budge. It even lost its ability to teleport. Shocked, Wang Lin's killing intent became even stronger. He saw earlier that just as the flying sword pierced into the strange person, the strange symbols on his body gleamed. He clearly used some sort of technique to block that blow. Without a word, he slapped his bag of holding and took out the yellow talisman he got from Zhang Hu. Suddenly, Wang Lin's pupils shrank. He saw that strange person's body turn in an unimaginable angle in midair and landed on the ground. There was a large wound on his chest that splurted out large amounts of blue blood. The symbols on his body flickered in a chaotic manner. As the symbols gleamed, his wound was rapidly recovering. Wang Lin didn't even bat an eye. He spat out a mouthful of spiritual power into the yellow talisman. The yellow talisman bursted into hot, black flames and hit the wounded area of the strange person. The strange person let out a painful scream as his body was pierced through again. Still not dead, Wang Lin's heart sank. Even after receiving this much damage, he was still alive. What gave Wang Lin a bit of peace of mind was after the talisman's attack landed, the sword was able to break free and return to his side. The strange person's eyes revealed a struggling expression. Suddenly, he ripped off one of the 9 yellow papers. The moment that yellow paper was ripped, green gas spewed from all over his body and surrounded him completely. Wang Lin's face became gloomy. Without hesitation, he put the sword into the scabbard and pushed down of the way. The sword quickly turned from black to red. Of the way was the limit of how far Wang Lin could push the sword into the scabbard. With his early-stage foundation establishment cultivation, and the sword after it had been of the way into the sword scabbard, he could put up a fight against mid-stage foundation establishment cultivators. Just at that moment, the green gas surrounding the strange person was quickly absorbed by his body. When he appeared again before Wang Lin, his body was perfectly fine, without a hint of the wound. He stared at Wang Lin with hate in his eyes. However, he obviously felt a lot of dread toward Wang Lin, mostly because of that flying sword. "Who are you?" Wang Lin didn't immediately attack. The other person had 9 talismans. Using one of them allowed the person to recover completely from a near-death state. This battle would take a very long time for Wang Lin to win.